Was it downed in time? No, it was not. Adrian Hardy was down there circling the ball, waited for it to get to the 1, and commits a crucial mistake on a 53-yard punt. Cincinnati, a young man who's been playing Christmas carols the last 4 years, blind from birth. John Brickweg affectionately calls himself Mr. Lively. However, during the holiday, his horn was stolen last week. He was downtrodden, his plight brought to Cincinnati's attention thanks to Bob Brown of WSAI Radio, along with the help of the Salvation Army and the good folks of Cincinnati. Well, they raised money to get him a brand new horn, and he'd like to send out thanks to the Salvation Army and all the thoughtful and wonderful people here in Cincinnati, his parents Jim and Dorothy, for all their help and support. Truly, this time of year, a wonderful story. Far side pass is caught by number 89, Calvin Williams. He continues to add to what has already been an enormous day. His 6 receptions, 122 yards.
Not only has he had a big day, but that's Bubby Brister's 21st completion out of 30 passes. Right there, as you see, Calvin Williams bringing that one in.
I'd like to thank Ray Smaltz, part of our Fox crew, for getting out, along with some of the rest of the group, and telling that story of Mr. Lively, who's I'm sure out there today as we speak, performing on Christmas Eve. 2nd and 4. Brister taken down by Steve Tovar. 4th sack of the game by the Cincinnati defense.
Well, the Eagles came into the game having given up 44 sacks for the year. And as you mentioned, another sack for the Bengals. As you see, Steve Tovar coming right there and beating the block, just running right over Von Hebron to take Bubby Brister down to the turf. Nothing fancy about that move, just running right over him.
So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Eagles, leading 27-20. Here comes a blitz. Brister gets it away, shy of the first down. Jeff Seibner, his first reception today, his first reception this season, and Brister took another lick, this one from the charging Corey Sawyer.
Boy, it was a clean shot. Just as he released the football, you'll see it coming right here. As you look right here, number 25 is Rod Jones, and he gets a clean shot on Bubby Brister.
Yep, it was Jones. I apologize, not Sawyer, but nonetheless,
wow.
Bubby might not remember the number anyway. Carl Pickens standing back at his own 35, awaiting the punt from Brian Barker, and it's short. Down at the 41. So again, very good field position for Cincinnati. We have 11:32 to play here in the 4th quarter and in the season for these teams. The Eagles by 7. Dressed like Richard Roundtree on the field before the game today. 1st and 10 for the Bengals, trailing by 7. Harold Green. Nowhere to run. He may have lost a yard. Good pursuit by Bill Romanowski.
You mentioned a name there, Bill Romanowski, doing an excellent job fighting off the block of the tight end, stretching it out, and then he's in on the tackle, and he comes over from the 49ers. You know, he's played in 66 games with the 49ers. He's played in 16 games with the Eagles. Having a nice career, 7th year out of Boston College.
Got a couple of Super Bowl rings there in San Francisco. Blake on a 2nd and 10 has to roll out, looking downfield. Now he'll keep it. And he's pushed out of bounds after gaining close to 4. And again, Romanowski in hot pursuit.
Well, as we look at Bud Carson, the defensive coordinator, we had a chance to talk to William Fuller about how he enjoys playing for Bud Carson. And, you know, he's had a chance to play for 2 excellent defensive minds, one being Buddy Ryan, the other being Bud Carson. And he said a lot of great things about Bud Carson. I mean, you know, as far as schemes, putting up the best schemes, he says these two guys have been unbelievable.
Blake on 3rd and 6. Throws. It's juggled by Cothran. He hung on, but shy of the first down. And again, Romanowski. 3 straight plays. He was right in the thick of things defensively.
He's one of those players that has come over along with William Fuller. You know, people thought they lost all the players they did, but still they brought some players in that have allowed them to be 4th in the league. Right here you see Mike Flores with the pressure. Cothran making the catch, but Bill Romanowski coming up and making sure that he was stopped right on the spot.
Seidner whistles for the fair catch and nearly mishandled it. The Eagles will take over at their own 20, leading Cincinnati, 9:38 to go, 27-20.
Johnson throws it.
Come on, my dog can catch better than that. Right, Buster? Guys, we're going in. Hit it.
3rd and 8. Hey, is that a dog?
That's right, Bob, a dog, and they're going to run the old pooch to the post.
And now the guy with no helmet drops back to pass. Oh, great catch!
Just like Miller Lite, Bob, you expect great things from the great taste that's never watered down.
Touchdown, doggy. I have officially seen everything.
Miller Lite, can your beer do this?
It goes!
Hurry into McDonald's Holiday Film Fest today and take home 2 great videos. The baseball classic, Field of Dreams. If you build it, he will come. And get the time travel adventure, Back to the Future. This is it. Each video is just $5.99 when you buy any extra value meal or large sandwich. So dash into McDonald's Holiday Film Fest now and get these family favorites for the favorites in your family.
McDonald's today.
We asked some of the hottest guys in town to trade their deodorant for Degree deodorant.
Let's give it a shot.
As your body heat rises, only Degree releases extra protection against odor.
I'm going to stick to Degree. Stuff works.
Degree deodorant for a higher degree of protection.
Has Al found Capone's treasure?
Why would Al Capone hide his treasure in the wall of a woman's shoe store?
Maybe he was dating J. Edgar Hoover.
Married with Children, Sunday at 9, 8 Central.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And thanks for a great season, everybody.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Fox Sports. 9:38 to play in a game here at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Tom Brenneman alongside Anthony Munoz. 27-20 Philadelphia.
Well, Tom, I just turned around and shook the hand of my former coach, the guy we talked about, Forrest Gregg.
He still looks great, doesn't he?
He looks in good shape. Good seeing him.
Brister and the Eagles from their own 20. And it nearly was intercepted by Bracey Walker, the rookie out of North Carolina.
You know, I think we have to talk a little bit about Bubby Brister. The fact that, you know, they're in the middle of maybe making some changes after this season. We talked to him yesterday, and, of course, you have 2 expansion teams. This is the last year of his contract, and he's having a pretty good game here this afternoon. So I think there's going to have to be some people looking at him after this season.
Brister 22 of 32, 273 yards on the day. He has not been intercepted. Has thrown a touchdown to James Joseph. Second and 10. Brister throws first down yardage and more to Fred Barnett. And he's out to the 35. You know, it's interesting. We asked Bubby Brister yesterday, would you rather go to an expansion team and play the entire season or go to a competitive team with a chance to win a Super Bowl ring as a backup? He said, I'd much rather play every game for an expansion team.
He really didn't hesitate answering that question. And we talked about his energy, and as you see Fred Barnett making the catch, getting away from Rod Jones, Darrell Williams having to stop him. But with that much energy, he wants to play all the time. He doesn't want to go and be a backup. He wants to play and hopefully lead the expansion team into the playoffs.
But give us to Hebron. Tries to cut it back, but there to chase him down, Steve Tovar. And Brister still believes that he is every bit one of the top 28 quarterbacks in all of professional football. And the way he played last week and again here today, last week, minus the 1 interception. Certainly you'd have to be in agreement with that.
He really does. This is his 9th year. There's a lot of other quarterbacks that are up past the 9th year and still doing a pretty good job in this league. So he feels he can still do it, feels that he still has several years ahead of him. As you look right here, how he spread the ball around. Williams with 6, Barnett 7, Joseph 5, Johnson 2, Seidner 1.
Second down and 10. Brister. Protection beginning to break down. Wilkinson giving chase. Lost it downfield. He just threw it away. Hubby even getting the guys on the sideline in the mix, spreading the wealth.
We talked about how he's spreading it. One of the guys with the Eagle jacket, nice pair of gloves on the sideline, making a nice catch. Right here, initially, he goes back. Good protection by his offensive line. Keith Rucker starts to come back through, so Bubby Brister rolls out to get better vision. You see Big Daddy chasing him, but Bubby knows it. Right here, you see him making a nice catch.
So 3rd and 10 with 8:15 left and the Eagles in front by 7. Quick hitter. Complete to Victor Bailey. And he's all the way down to the Cincinnati 34. Bailey, his first catch today and his 20th this season.
Well, right there you had Corey Sawyer, number 23, taking a chance and going for the interception, but he does not make it. Right here you have it, Victor Bailey against Corey Sawyer. Nice little chuck, but he tries to go over and tried to make the interception. And then finally, Darrell Williams runs him out of bounds.
31-yard gain. 1st and 10, Philadelphia at the Cincinnati 34. Hebron, 50 move, got a good block. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 6 by James Francis.
And right here you see Keith Rucker getting up slowly, limping around a little bit, and I believe that block was by James Joseph on the far side.
That's like chopping down a redwood.
You can see him limping around a little bit. He grabbed the top of his foot. Maybe he was chopped down, and when he hit the ground with this AstroTurf that is very hard on your body when you hit it.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Brister will turn and hand to Joseph, and he has first down yardage to the Bengal 23. Time becoming a factor now for David Shula's team. Clock down to 7:10, and Philadelphia already leading by 7.
Well, coming away with either a field goal or a touchdown, it will take the Bengals 2 scores. And as you said, the clock starting to be in the favor of the Philadelphia Eagles as it goes below 7 minutes.
With a win, Philadelphia rounds out the year 8-8. With a loss, the Bengals a franchise worst 2-14. And again, it's Hebron. He's to the 19.
Stopped by Dan Wilkinson.
Herschel Walker, in case you're joining us late, had a 94-yard kickoff return touchdown. So he's had a kickoff return of 90 yards or better for a touchdown. Play from scrimmage, 2 of them, one via a pass reception, the other a run. The only player in NFL history to be able and make that statement.
Yep. Over the years, 9 years in the league, and he does it all.
Had to leave the game after getting knocked woozy in the 3rd quarter. Hebron cuts it back. No room to run. Dan Wilkinson along with Steve Tovar in on the stop.
Well, he tried to make his cut inside, slipped a little bit, but Steve Tovar was right there to be part of that tackle.
Well, there is a timeout on the field. 3rd and 6 when we return. Philly leading by 7.
Super Bowl III and this.
Joe Namath in Beauty Mist pantyhose? Yes, we did it to prove that Beauty Mist can make any legs look like $1 million.
Beautiful legs, Joe, but nothing compared to these beautiful legs. Al Del Greco, Beauty Kit by Del Greco. This is the hat. See you next week.